what we have today is I've got a Stihl BR600 backpack blower and it won't start. So I was checking everything out and I went to check to make sure that the spark plug worked. And when I did, the cap came off and the coil with it. The coil that goes around the spark plug broke off right here. So I've ordered a new part, and that's what we're about to do, is replace the whole coil pack on this Stihl BR600. Sadie, you just have to be part of the video. All right, here we go. Okay, so in order to do this, you're gonna need a T25, and I've got this one that's exceptionally long, and then I've added an extension on here, and you're gonna see why. Now what you wanna do is you're gonna take several screws out. You wanna keep up with these because some of them are different. So we're gonna start right here, and you see the coarse thread pattern on that one. So there's two of these. So we're going to keep those two together. Over here on the side, I don't think we even have to take this part off, but that's where your air filter is. So let's see if we can get away with not having to take that off. The other thing you're going to have to do is way down in here, and it's way down in there. This is why you're going to need the extension. There's another T25. And that one just fell, but that's okay. And it's coarse like the first two. So we're gonna get those four coarse ones out of the way. I'm gonna have to remember to get this one out from down here. And this doesn't act like it wants to come off. It acts like it's held on with these two. So I'm going to take these three out. Loosen things up a lot, and these are fine threaded. These are fine threaded, and the ones that go through the orange, these are coarse threaded. So keep them separate. Now from here, you can get this and pop this out. You might need to take a screwdriver or something because it goes into a groove right here, and that kind of fits in pretty tight. So you need to get that in there. So now here's our coil pack. So again, we take this one out. This one has a washer on it, and it's got kind of a medium thread. It is definitely keep these separate because you can see this thread is more of a medium thread than the ones that go on the orange or the ones that go around the pull starter. Another thing you'll notice is when you take this out, this goes through the wire here, and if you look, this has some ridges on it, and when you look at your coil pack, you've got this little black connector that you just wiggle off. If you want to stick a screwdriver in here and get it started, that's fine. But what you'll see is these are the two places that you bolt onto on your coil pack. This, when you look at it, you can see that it looks like it has ridges, like the ridges that are under here. So this one goes on without a washer, but behind it, and I think it fell out when I was doing this, there's a little black washer, a little spacer that goes right there, and it's a little black plastic one. And when I find it, I'll show it to you. This side is smooth, so when you pull these two out, one of these has a washer on it and one doesn't. The one that has the washer on it goes to this part right here. The one that doesn't have the washer on it goes through this and bolts down here. And then your wire just goes up. Your wire just goes up through here. So let's put this all back together, but first let me find that little black washer. All right, so here's the new coil pack. It goes on like this. This piece snaps on here. This piece comes over the front. This will go through and snap on there. So here's the little black thing that I was talking about. It's a little black plastic washer. It's got to go back behind here. Don't want to over tighten them. All right, that's going to go to the spark plug. The next thing I got to do is those go on the body. Get that little tab that I talked about earlier in the right spot. Usually I say don't tighten things up. Get them started. If it's machine screws, get them started. Get them all started and then you can tighten them up. Alright, they look pretty dang close to each other, so I think the gap is going to be fine. Got a gapping tool, but it's funny how you learn over the years that you buy this particular type spark plug and it's usually already pre-gapped to the right gap, and that's part of the reason there's so many dang different types of spark plugs. Whatever you do, don't over tighten your spark plug. Get it good and snug, but don't over tighten it. I did that when I was young, working on my motorcycle, and broke the spark plug off inside the jug and had to have it sent off. And fixed. And that is not fun. You just want it to be snug. All right, let's see if we can get this little thing started. Give us a subscribe, a comment, a like, thumbs up, all those cool things. We appreciate it when you do it. Thank you.